it's Kelly with Coffee Cups and Books, and today I'm here to go over my Star Wars books, my own Star Wars books. First, my coffee cup of the day is this cute one, Yoda Best. I had a student give it to me a couple of years ago. She is a Star Wars fan as well, and so we bonded over that. And so for Teacher Appreciation Week, she bought me this mug, and I just thought it was so cute, and I thought it was perfect to use it for this video. Now, this is the second time I'm recording this video because I had some technical issues. So I'm like, no, so I had to restart. And if you hear my fan, I apologize, but it is warm in Texas, even though it is October. It's warm. It's going to be 90 today. So yeah, and 90 is a nice, it's cool for us. So it's like, yay, it's only going to be 90. Meanwhile, my mom who lives up north is like, yeah, our high today is going to be in the 60s. I'm like, okay. So you get fall. We don't, but yeah. Anyway. Oh, and the coffee I'm drinking is still that meh Dunkin' Donuts blueberry muffin coffee. So I'm almost finished with it and I'll be moving on to better coffee. So hopefully. I'm going to go over the books that I have read, the books I own that I have read, and then I'll go over the books that I own that I have not read. The non-read pile is definitely bigger than the red pile. Is anyone surprised? No, definitely not. Now, the books that I own total is less than I would like, but more than what I probably should have. Because, yeah. First, I'm going to say this is not really a book, but it is a collection of stickers that I had a student buy me last year for my birthday, actually. I thought that was very sweet. But it's a bunch of Star Wars stickers. And I just thought it was so fun. And it's a hardcover book. This is a really nice book. I have not used any of the stickers because, one, I don't know where I would put them. And two, I don't know. I don't want to waste them. So I just want to, like, keep them. So anyway, it's here. And I have it in my book room because it is, like I said, it's a nice copy. So, yeah. That one doesn't really count, but I'm going to put it here because it is a book. And I've got my Chopper here. So yeah, if you know who Chopper is, put it down below. He's my favorite. I love Chopper. Anyway, let's go over the books that I own, the ones that I have read first. And the first one I have here is Bloodline by Claudia Gray. I read this one, I believe, a couple of years ago, and I wanted to read it because it's about Princess Leia, and I really like Princess Leia a lot. This is a canon novel, and there's the novels fall into two different categories, canon and legends. And basically, if the book was written before Disney bought Star Wars, it's legends. And if it was written after Disney bought Star Wars, it's canon. So all of the books that are in the Legend series, they are no longer canon. Before they were, now they are no longer. They are just legends. And yes, what happened in those is not part of the Star Wars universe anymore. So just the canon novels. I highly recommend reading both, canon and legends. There are good books in both. So yes, please check it out. Don't let that scare you. But yes, this is part of the canon. And you know if a book is canon if it says Disney on the back. So that's how you can tell. And a lot of the Legends books now that are printed now, published now, they'll say Legends on them. The older copies do not, but the ones now, if you buy it, will say Legend, so that'll help you. But yeah, if you buy it and it doesn't say Disney on the back, it's probably part of the Legend series. So yeah. If you want a list of all the books, utini.com has lists, and I will put that information down below as well. Utini.com is very helpful. They have different lists, like they have all of the books listed in chronological order. They have like books that are generally rated like high to low. So yeah, I will post that down below. But anyway, I gave this book, I believe, 3.5 stars. I did like it. And it says it takes place in the years before Star Wars The Force Awakens. So before the new sequel trilogy, I guess. But yeah, I gave this 3.5 stars. So I liked it. The next book, I believe I read this year. I don't even remember. But that is Tarkin by James Luceno. This is another canon book. And this is all about Tarkin and his younger days and how he like grew to be Governor Tarkin, and grew to be in the Empire. And it talks about how he, like when he didn't really know Darth Vader, and it talks about how they grew to respect one another. So this takes place before the original trilogy. I also like this book a lot. I didn't know a lot about Tarkin, and so it was really cool to read and learn more about him. So yeah, I also give this a 3.5. So yeah, I liked it. Okay. The next book, well, books, these are trilogy and they go together, and that is the Heir to the Empire trilogy by Timothy Zahn. These are legends. So yeah, these are, see, 1992, 1993, 1993. So they are pretty old, definitely legends. These are excellent. I haven't read these in a few years now, but I remember loving this. Like, I've read this series a few times. I should probably reread it again, but I highly recommend this series. And this series is when you first meet Thrawn. And Grand Admiral Thrawn is now part of the canon universe. Like, he's in the shows and there's books about him. So yeah. So you first meet Thrawn in this series. So yes. Highly recommend it. I think, yeah, these were hard. I think you can find these in hardcover, but the mass market paperbacks are fine too. So highly recommend. I would give this series, golly, like I said, it's been years since I've read it, but as much as I love them, I would probably say 4.5 stars to 5 stars. 4.5. Let's give 4.5 just because it's been a while since I've read them. But yeah, I definitely need to reread these for sure. But yeah, highly recommend those books. And then I have, it's kind of like a parody, but William Shakespeare's Star Wars by Ian Doescher. I have Star Wars. I have, let's see, Empire Strikes Back and The Force Doth Awaken. And basically these are the movies, but written in Shakespeare style. And you can see the cover of these. It's very Shakespeare-esque. I love BB-8 with the hat there. I listened to these and I highly recommend the audiobooks for these. They're because they are plays. It's written in play style. And so they're performed like that. They have different actors and they have the special effects and everything. And they were just fun to listen to. These are published by Quirk Books. I know Quirk Books has quirky books. But yeah, I would eventually like to get all of these because they have a Shakespeare's edition for all of the movies. So I would like to get those because these are just really fun. So yeah, so anytime I'm at a used bookstore, I look for these and see if I can find them. So I've got these 3 and I plan on getting all of them. But yeah, these are just a fun, short listen. So yeah, if you like Shakespeare and Star Wars, I would go for it. They're just really funny. So yeah. The next book I've read is Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston. And this is about Ahsoka Tano. And when I watched the Clone Wars animated series, I just fell in love with her as a character. So this takes place after the Clone Wars animated series. So if you have not seen it and don't want to know a little bit about it, spoiler alert, just skip ahead to the next book. Okay. So this is after she leaves the Jedi and tells Anakin, like, I don't want to be part of this anymore. I'm no Jedi. And yeah, and about how after the Empire takes over and the Jedi are hunted down and killed by Order 66. So it's about her living her life, trying to hide the fact that she has the Force and trying to, yeah, live her life and navigate this new world. So yeah, I highly recommend if you like Ahsoka. I don't remember what I gave this, but I remember liking it. So I'm not even going to guess what I gave it. But yeah, I highly recommend. Ahsoka's a great character. And, oh, that's it. Yeah, the rest of these books are books I have not read. There's a lot. The first book is one that is on my October pile of possibilities, and one I'm actually currently listening to, and that is Star Wars Dark Disciple by Christie Golden. This is about Asajj Ventress, and this is a canon novel. This is, it says it's based on unproduced episodes of Star Wars The Clone Wars, which is very interesting to me. I really like the Clone Wars animated series, so if you have not watched it, definitely do. And I think, oh, animated, it's cartoons, it's for kids. No, it's very very interesting. There are parts of it that I don't, yeah, it's not for, I guess, for kids, but like older kids. Like I wouldn't let a 5-year-old watch it. But yeah, it's very, very good, Clone Wars. But to watch Tales of the Underworld that just came out, that starts right after this book ends. So that's why I wanted to read this book, because I want to watch that, because I want to know more about Asajj Ventress. But you have to read this book first. So I'm like, oh, I didn't even know this book existed. So yes, and so far I am liking it. I'm about 20% in. I like to listen to Star Wars books because they often have special effects, and like you hear the blasters and the lightsabers turning on and music, and it's a whole production, and so it's really cool. I like listening to Star Wars books, so that's why I'm listening to this, and so far I'm enjoying it. So this will be on my read list pretty soon. All right, let me take a sip of coffee. Next on my list of unread books is Tarkin by Timothy Zahn. This is canon, and I like that Timothy Zahn wrote this because he's the one who wrote that first trilogy I told you about, where you first learn about we first learn about Thrawn. He's in it, and so I think it's really cool that he wrote this. And so I need to know when to read this, like where this falls in the Star Wars timeline. Like, does it follow those, even though those are legends? I need to know. But I do want to read this because I do want to know more about Thrawn. He's a very interesting character. And I like the fact that he was brought into the canon because he is such a cool character. So, yeah. Actually, it wouldn't be after those. I don't know. The legends and canon books, the timelines are all mixed up in my head. So, yeah. But Thrawn by Timothy Zahn. So, yeah, I'm excited. And then I bought this year, and that is Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray. I recently got this, and I'm going to be reading this next year. So I'm excited about that. Ian and I are doing a Star Wars read-along next year. And so this is one of the books that we've chosen. And there will be a announcement video and informational video about that coming up soon. So if it hasn't come out yet, look for it. It'll be coming out very soon. But anyway, this is about Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, and it takes place before The Phantom Menace. So I'm very excited. I want to know more about their relationship and more about Qui-Gon. So yeah, I'm excited. The next book is a Legends book, and that is Spectre of the Past by Timothy Zahn. Another Timothy Zahn. I really like Timothy Zahn as an author, so I am excited to read this one. And I need to look on Utini to figure out when to read each book, like what takes place, and if I need to read books before I read this book and some of the other books. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one. Another Timothy Zahn I have is Vision of the Future. I saw this at a Half Price Books, a used bookstore, and it was in such great shape. I was like, yeah, I want to get it. So yeah, I am excited. Half of these books I don't know what they're about. Like that one, I have no idea what it's about, so I can't even tell you. I just saw it was Star Wars in good condition, so I bought it. This next book is The Courtship of Princess Leia by Dave Wolverton. This is another Legends book, and I am excited. It sounds really fun. It's about Princess Leia agrees to get married to a prince from a big system that has a lot of planets so they can join the Alliance to help build the Alliance. But Han Solo is not happy with that. So he kind of like takes her and tries to woo her. So I think that just sounds super fun. All right, the next books are a trilogy, and that is the Thrawn Ascendancy trilogy. The first book is Chaos Rising. The second book is Greater Good, and the last book is Lesser Evil. These are all canon, and all that are on Ian and I are Star Wars read along next year. So it's about Timothy Zahn. I mean, it's about Thrawn, and they're written by Timothy Zahn. So I'm very excited about that because I feel like he's the one that created Thrawn. He should be the one that writes his story. And these look really cool. Like, I really like it a lot. So you could tell they're dark side colors. But yeah, I am very excited to read these. Like I said before, I really like Thrawn as a character, and I want to know more about him. So yeah, very excited. Okay. The next book I have is a Legends book, and it's a middle grade. But I saw it at Half Price Books. I want to get it. And it is The Rise and Fall of Darth Vader. And we see Anakin, but here is Darth Vader. And you can see here on the back, you're looking through Darth Vader's mask. So I just think that's so cool. I saw it and it was like $3, like $2.99. I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to get it. And I love the fact that it still had the cover with it. So yeah, I'm excited. But this is Legends. But that's okay. Legends books are still good. The next book is, I recently got this one, and that is Lost Stars by Claudia Gray. This is canon, and this is another one that is on the Star Wars read along that we're going to be reading next year. So I am excited. I've heard this one is very good. I think it's on the list of UTini's either like best books or very good books. It's on one of those lists. So I am excited to read it. So yeah, I actually don't know what it's about, but I've heard it's good. Okay. The next book I also bought is, actually I bought all of these, is Star Wars Leia, Princess of Alderaan, also by Claudia Gray, and I believe this is also canon. Yep, it's also canon. So again, I love Princess Leia, and I want to read more about her. I believe this is young adult. I think it's a young adult book, but it's Leia, and young adult books can be good too. So yeah, I'm excited. And Claudia Gray, from what I understand, has written a lot of good ones, and the ones I have read by her, I've enjoyed. So I'm excited to read that one. I'm excited to read all of these. I need to just stop saying that. The next book I got is also canon, and that is Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule, and it's one of the High Republic novels. I've never read any of the High Republic novels, but I've heard this is where to start. So I do want to start reading those. I don't know much about the High Republic era. I have to admit, I don't. The only thing that I really know is what I've seen on The Acolyte, because I believe that takes place during the High Republic era. But yeah, I am interested to know more about it, and I just think it's so cool. Wookiee Jedi. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. Again, I'm excited to read all of them. Sorry, guys. The next book is a Legends series, and that is Kenobi by John Jackson Miller. And this is what I was talking about. A lot of them will say, like, this is the Essential Legends collection. Like, it'll say Legends, so you know it is. Even though it does have the Disney on the back, this is still Legends. It says Disney because this was published after Disney bought it. But yeah, so this is not canon, but it's Legends. Even though it does say Disney. But this is, from what I understand, an excellent book about Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's my favorite Jedi, and so I cannot wait to read this. This is another book that Ian and I are reading next year. And I really like this painting, this cover. I just think it's so cool looking. Yeah, it really looks like Ewan McGregor, who, yeah, Obi-Wan. I really like it a lot, and I cannot wait to read this. So yeah. And the last books I own are also kind of part of a series. They are called From a Certain Point of View. And I have the Star Wars one, The Empire Strikes Back, and I just got this last month, Return of the Jedi. They are stories, and it says 40 stories celebrating 40 years of Return of the Jedi, and 40 years of The Empire Strikes Back, and 40 years of Star Wars. So they are stories written by different authors that takes place during this time. So all of these stories are about like during Star Wars, and this is like during the Empire The Empire Strikes Back, and all of this is during Return of the Jedi. So I am really excited to read these. I don't know when I'm going to read them, but I would like to read them soon because I just think it's cool. Like this says, one of the stories talks about Aunt Beru, and you don't really know a lot about Aunt Beru, so I think that's cool. And the authors, like we've got some like well-known authors like Renee Ahdieh, Pierce Brown, Ray Carson, Zoraida Cordova. I mean, it just goes on and on, like all the different authors that are a part of this. And I just think that is so cool. R.F. Kuang, I see. Who else do I know? Martha Wells. It's just really cool. So yeah, I thought Hank Green wrote a story. Am I making that up? Oh no, right here. Hank Green. It's like I thought he wrote a story in one of these. But yeah, I'm excited to read these. Now that I have them all, I can't wait. So yeah. So anyways, those are all of my Star Wars books, both read and unread. And I am always adding to this collection. Oh, I know. And yeah, I think that's all of them. Yeah. I don't think I missed any, but those are all of my books. And if you've read any of these, let me know which ones you've read. The books out of my unread list, let me know which one I should do first. Anyway, please just let me know in the comments who your favorite character is, if you've read any of these books, anything at all. Just please be respectful. And if you like this video, please press like. If you want to subscribe, I post videos every Monday and Thursday. And remember, life's too short to drink bad coffee or even meh coffee like I'm doing right now. So don't do it. I need to listen to my own advice. Don't do it. Bye.